Hello, ladies.
Valkyrie.
Oop.
You've been acting strangely ever since we lost the trace of the remnant.
Pay me no mind.
If you say so. There really isn't a hint of life here. Armand couldn't have been the only one who survived, surely.
How is finding the living of any importance?
There are some still toughing it out through all this. That fact alone brings some relief, does it not?
No. If that is all, then we are leaving.
I still forget how different humans and Valkyrie are sometimes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Let's Play of Valkyrie
So-
Elysium.
What did you do before the world started falling apart?
Nothing. I was created for the purpose of stopping it.
Created? It's a difficult concept to swallow. What was it like? Did you come into the world knowing some things, or...?
My mission is to carry out the All-Father's commands. I know nothing else, and I do not care to know anything else.
Ah.
Yes, welcome to this Let's Play of Valkyrie Elysium. And if Egon is finally finished talking, we'll go back to exploring around and trying to find the remains of the Einherjar Cypher. Okay, was it? Is this? Yes, okay, so we'll go this way first. Up these steps, I think. Just to check. Yep, treasure chest. Yes, the story is getting a bit more prominent now. We're getting a bit more, insight into all the characters and what they stand for and everything like that. And this drawbridge is up. Something tells me we're going to have to lower it before we can proceed any further, but that...
Mother! Look what I can do with the abacus now! This makes counting so much easier. I can work anything out now thanks to this. Look!
Well, glad to see that, come on, Egon. Ouch. Yeah, you only get, I don't have, you know what, switch back to the sword for a moment because I don't have any real combos for the spear yet, so... But yeah, that's something I really should have done between episodes, is to find more combo, to upgrade the spear so I could get some more combos and, better moves and damage out of it, but... Oh well, we're here now. And here we have a Hollow Blossom. History buff jester. Since ancient times, the nobility have thought nothing of using other people as pawns to serve their means. You've heard the story of Romali's great guardian being burned at the stake, surely? We can tell what that was. Probably a someone who was, quite renowned, but then was made a scapegoat to cover for the nobility's errors. Although in a place run by the nobility, you aren't going to, really aren't going to survive for long if you're encouraging people to start eating the rich. But I'm not saying he doesn't have a point. And bad guys across there, which is where we need to go. Anything this way? Nope. I was gonna, I was going to carry on with the spear a bit longer so I could... Ooh. So I could, show it off a bit more, but it's really too... Yeah, you just saw that. I only really have get two strikes on it at the moment, which is a bit, too limiting. It is good in certain situations, I think. Hey, I might potion and some azure gems. But I think I will level it up between episodes and then use it next time so that it's, more effective and not as much of a pain to use. Anyway, down this way.
You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree.
Hello. Goodbye. Yep, those guys weren't too hard to deal with.
I expected
So,
nothing less.
And we've got another tree here. So let's before they can do any... Ooh. Yep, let's hope. Haha, no, ooh, he attacked me though. See, some of them do attack you when you're trying to purify the trees, but for some reason, you know, I seem to remember that being a lot more the case last time. Oh, I think I got poisoned a bit there. Didn't get out of the way of that poison guy in time. Did that do it? Yep, that's it. Excellent. And we go this way first. I'm using the map for its intended purpose, which is to, you know, double check things. But over here there should be, is it in this or is it upstairs? I think it is upstairs. Okay, yeah, but over here somewhere is a soul with a side quest or sub-story, whatever they're called. It would appear that you are able to see me. I was once lord of this land. It has been some time since those days, though. For whatever reason, I cannot bring myself to leave. I worry about my domain, my people. Would you help me? Would you take me to my people's settlement? Yep, well that's going to have to wait until we, you know, we're in a position to do sub-stories and so forth. And can we open this? No, we cannot. I was thinking, because of the way it is on the map, I was thinking that might have been a shortcut, but oh well. Apparently not. But there is a treasure chest over here, so we can take this. And more Azure gems, which you'll notice we're getting plenty of now, even though we didn't get any at all in Belize. So that's nice. Just make sure none of these doors open, because you can see inside. So sometimes, you know, some of them might open. Oh, and another hollow blossom. It'll be fine. It's all going to be fine. I got the ring now, and that's what matters. Okay, one more time. Anna, would you do me the honor of being my life? Damn, messed it up again. Well, keep at it, mate. Or, you know, not, as the case might be. I think it's a few centuries too late. Oh dear. Lower the bridge. Yeah, I do like this as well. I do think the Hollow Blossoms and that give us, because this was obviously a low budget game, they didn't have the, you know, resources to make multiple distinct character models and so forth. So what we've got is essentially nothing really. There was no point in going over that bridge, was there really, when that was all there was? But yeah, they do. The Hollow Blossoms do help to flesh out the world and, you know, make it feel like this was a place people used to live in, I suppose. Like, give it some evidence of life. So that's sorry, got a bit quiet there, so I could concentrate on defeating the enemies. It wasn't too difficult with those guys. You know, as long as you're not... I know I have to be a bit more judicious. You have to be... Early game, you have to be a bit judicious in your use of magic, but... You know, it's not... Don't refuse to use it. You know, it'll regenerate over time anyway. Come on, Egon. Oh wow, okay. Are we being serious right now? Ow. There we go, some nice combo action there. Oh, well, at least I hit one of the spirits before it could power him up. Although the other spirit's still Hollow Blossom, you can see it there. And you're still going at it, Egon. I'm going to have to level you up a bit, I think. Probably won't have to like level grind so much as just go into the menu and just start,
Purification
you
is
know,
at hand.
going through his skill tree, which I'll do again between episodes, unless, you know, unless people want me to show it on screen. I guess it's not too difficult to understand, though. Really, I mean, I don't think. Ooh, is there something about here? Something about here that's. Or are we going to say? Oh, we're going to tell me. Or you're going to tell me it's glitched? Is that where we're going with this? I hope not. Oh no, here we go. The slave rags that we were looking for, I think. One of Cypher's soul relics resembles the rags he was once attired in during his life as a slave. Well, there you go.
Please forgive my stupidity, Your Grace.
Oh, don't worry. More importantly, tell me about that device you're using.
Yep, so our boy Cypher, the one with the soul strong enough to become an Einherjar, was once a slave, but he had a chance running with the prince of this place, apparently, and that hopefully worked out for the better for him. Although we already know it does, because we saw, well, I'm going to spoil it. There was a Hollow Blossom before that we saw of Emmett sending someone off, and that someone was Cypher. He was sending him away to study. It is said that the gods honor the souls of brave warriors by having them fight on their behalf. So do not fear death, brave soldiers. Fear only cowardice. You must fight with courage until your very last breath. Do not fear death, I get. I don't know, I think, you know, not every soul is strong enough to become an Einherjar, so just because you... In this world, just because you died in battle doesn't mean you're getting any special treatment.
Here ends your miserable
Please die. Oh, don't. Whatever. It's not like you're going to survive just because you... There we go. Ow. Ow. Oh, you blocked it. That was interesting. Slap this guy around a bit, and then slap this guy around a bit, and there you have it.
Farewell,
All done.
honored soul.
Yep. Emerald gems. I don't know. I think I shouldn't have. I haven't mentioned this previously. Well, I've mentioned previously that this is one of my favorite games of 2022. Another tree here, but we've already defeated the enemies that come with it, so that's good. I don't know why I said 2022 like that, by the way, but oh well. And I just think it was a shame it got overlooked so much, because I think the combat was, you know, it's some of the combat is actually, in my opinion, I mean, probably a lot of people disagree, but it's, in my opinion, one of the best, some of the best combat we've seen in recent years, I think, because there's been a lot more focus on very sort of what I call stop-start combat in a lot of games. I mean, this isn't Devil May Cry, obviously, but it's in that sort of same school of having a lot fluid combat and you do combos and stuff like that, whereas a lot of big-name games have been all about, you know, stop-start, take cover, something in the last few years. According to legend, despite the All-Father Odin being the chief of all the gods, he also possesses a surprisingly human side. He has a weakness for alcohol and women, and it's said that he comes down in the form of an old man, a peasant, or a boatman to woo any woman he finds particularly beautiful. Oh. I should have read the whole thing before doing a voice. Perhaps he's even come to visit me before. Well, there we go. It was a woman speaking the whole time. And Odin sounding a lot like Zeus there. Except, you know, hopefully with more consent. So, continuing on. Soul Elixir, that's nice. And down here we have a dragon, which we're going to take care of.
Defiled soul. I was right to make you one of my
A dragon.
chosen, Egon.
You already did make him one of your chosen, Valkyrie. That's a bit of a weird thing to say in the ow. There we go. Got him. That was a bit, you know, not quite as clean as I would have liked, but we got him in the end, so that's nice. Oh, Ambrosia. We all know what that does. We're going to use it immediately to raise our max health a little more. Yay! We're getting stronger bit by bit, little by little. I do like how there's so many different ways for the characters to gain strength. Oh yes, you see the map's expanded now. But I do like how there's so many different ways for the characters to gain strength in this game. It's pretty good, I think. Yeah, they hid this from you though. When you first look at the map, when you first come to this area. So, and what do we have here? I'm so lucky to have been accepted as a soldier up at the castle. The royal captain is in a complete state of peace, so I've never even seen a day of fighting. I just get to sit around and collect me free meals. Ah, thank the generous gods that we live in such glorious times. The glorious times did not last. He did, in fact, see a day of fighting. His last day, in fact. His last day was a day of fighting. I guess he ended up having to earn those meals after all. Ah well. Such is life. Such is life.
What fools you are.
Yep. Summon Egon. I'm summoning Egon a lot, even when I don't need to, mostly because, like I've said, like I've pointed out previously, the more you summon, the more experience they gain. So, they'll get stronger faster if you summon them more, basically. Like Pokemon. And done. Not so tough. Plus, I think you do want to summon them even when you think you might not need them, simply because it's, you know, the battle might not be quite as simple as you expected, I think.
That was a tenacious one.
So, just something to keep in mind. Azure Gem. Right, so, anything else? Didn't miss anything in here? Nope. This is like the great, like, you can tell this place is based on a sort of mixture of different Italian city-states, because this is clearly kind of replicating the Colosseum. Even if it's not quite as grand as, or a Roman amphitheater in general, I guess. Even if it's not quite as grand as, like, the Colosseum. But yeah. But now, we just continue on. But yeah, I do like as well that they've created, like, obviously it's not unique to this game, but they've created fictional places by taking inspiration from real places, which is, you know, nice. It's like interesting to see a different take on like real world cultures, I guess. And that's another thing that's good for a good reason to summon Einherjar is because, you know, it gives the enemy other targets to go after. Highwaymen, bandits, murderers. This world has them all and worse beside, mind you. They say they're just trying to get by. I say these must be the end times, if that's what men must resort to just to live. Then again, just throwing them all in jail won't solve anything either. Yep, it's a complicated thing. More complicated than you think, this whole, you know, law and order business. So before we go in there to get the giant glowy orb, we're going to head around this way. And we're going to get stubborn. Hey, you wait. Well, you're a strange one. If you're looking for something, try over there. If you're visiting someone, come this way. There, I gave you a fortune, now pay me me coin. Some fortune. Don't wait for them to ask for your services. Give them your services, then make them pay, because now they've had your services. That's what we call I'm pretty sure that's a con. Earrings of Fellowship, one of Cypher's soul relics. Resembles a pair of earrings he wore in his previous life.
Please, your grace, just concern yourself with getting some rest for now.
Your people would panic if anything were to happen to you.
Yes. Yes, I suppose you are right. As always, Cypher. I knew I could count on you for sound advice.
Well, given that we're now looking for the plague cure, I think we can guess what was happening to Prince Emmett during this period. And it wasn't great. It was not great. By the way, I haven't pointed it out, but those green diamond shapes on the map are the save points. I should have pointed that out earlier, but I didn't. But I'm sure you've worked out by now if you're playing along. So not going to summon Egon here. Oh, he fell in the water. That's fine. That is fine. Oh, I guess the soul can. There we go, block that. I don't often use block in this game, I prefer to dodge. Even though I think there's also a bonus for perfect blocking. We're going to summon Egon now, though. And that guy was launching water at us. Ow. Well, this guy was a mini-boss before, and now he's just a regular mob. And I barely managed to avoid that, red eye attack. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Get lost. There we go. Got to pay a bit more attention to, actually dodging stuff. And, whoop, that's a long way down into the drink. And again, the map expands. And we keep pressing onwards. And the music dies, indicating perhaps we are somewhere a little bit more ominous now. Anyway, got treasure chest here. Servant's entrance key. And we'll use that, pretty snappish. This is one of the things, it's not just this game, it's other games as well. They give you the, can't backtrack. Oh dear. So we'll open this. And we're inside. Man, the servants, this is pretty grandiose for a servant's entrance. Like, if this is the servant entrance, this place must have been, really well off. If they were willing to spend this much on the servant. Because, the main entrance has to be even, more ornate than this. So that's something to think about. But then the JRPGs do this a lot, where stuff is extremely, well, not even just JRPGs, but RPGs in general do this a lot, where stuff will be extremely ornate, a lot more so than you would probably ever see in real life, except the most, well, I suppose. There's very few places that would be so extremely ornate, and I still think in games it's on an even grander scale than it is in those places in real life. So there's nothing showing up on the map yet, is there, for the hollow blossoms and the like? So we'll just continue onwards. Yes, this is one of my favorite games of last year. No, I don't remember where every little thing is. My memory isn't that good, to be frank. Unless I've been playing the game for every day for something like Resident Evil 2, where I've been playing it frequently. The original Resident Evil 2, where I've been playing it frequently for 20 years or so. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna have that keen memory on where everything is, and so. But I'll probably get there with this, because I'm not, I don't see myself getting bored of this game too quickly. I mean, I'm still really interested in it, almost a year after it came out. Well, nearly a year after it came out. So, where is it? 8 months after it came out, so you know. Right, I'm low on the summoning energy, so ow, quit it. Get these guys, beat these guys up. Now there's just you, water boy, and now there's not even you. That was simple enough. And we should move on, yes. And we're just going to check over here just to make... Yep. Treasure chest. And we have... God potion. Excellent. I haven't really had much cause to use many potions yet. But, you know... we might do. Right. Is this... Oh, this is the way I'm meant to go. So first, I think it's the way I'm meant to go. So first we're going to go up here. Ah, yes. Okay, there we go. Young lady, could you spare a minute for an old man? I was a merchant once upon a time. There was a sword I saw long ago that I fell in love with at first sight. But just when I finally got my hands on it, my life ember flickered out. The worst of it is, I don't even know if it was the real thing. That's why I want your experienced opinion. I don't know if he realizes he's talking to the Valkyrie, but he obviously she's wearing armor, she's got a sword, so he assumes that she's got some sort of expertise with weapons, which is not an unreasonable assumption. Up here. Right, this. I'll try it with the spear first. If not, we're going to have to switch to our rapier weapon. And I'm going to have to, I think, upgrade some stuff, maybe. Finisher. Yes, why not? We'll increase our finisher. Yeah, if the enemy has less than 10% of its health left, it will, you know, you can finish it off, basically. So, yeah, this is another way to increase the, we've increased the soul gauge, which is what you use to summon. Okay, I don't think, okay, so I don't think, right, what we're going to do then, 1 second, we're going to equip the rapier, because this is a tricky one to get. I did it, no, okay. This is a very tricky one to get. Honestly, I don't know if I don't think I can get it right now. So we're going to leave it. I will, if I can, because I got it post-game last time, and I think I had something that made my jump. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I might have had something that made my jump longer. Oh, no, there we go. There we go, I got it. So we've got a medium elixir there. Yeah, but this is a tricky one to get, probably the trickiest in the whole game. We all hope to die gloriously in battle, but now it's more likely that we'll die of hunger or illness. I hate that. I wonder if there are any good old warmongering lords still out there. Well, not a guy I'd want to get on the wrong side of. But yes, last time I played through this game, that one perplexed me because I just couldn't get to it no matter what I tried. And I think I was overthinking it in the end, but there we go. Anyway, unfortunately, we're out of time. So despite not hitting any major story beats, but oh well. Anyway, next time we'll go on to find that plague cure and see if we can't encounter Cypher. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, please look after yourselves.